I never wanted any of this. I never wanted this. This isn't my doing. I'm a victim here. Okay, I'm a victim. You know what I'm saying? I'm a victim of this. I didn't choose this. This just came upon me, and now I'm forced to deal with it. You know, it's strange, man. It's strange, having an online presence. Right now, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I sit inside myself and be like, man, I'm really thankful right now that I don't have that 380,000, followers on Facebook no more, the 200K on Instagram. And I'm grateful right now that, because I can imagine the crazies that will come out after me. I can only imagine what it would be like to be back there again, and then having the mind that I have now, because I'm not like I used to be. What's up, Binary B? How you doing? I'm not like I used to be, y'all. I'm different. I've changed a lot. I've grown. But at the same time, I'm still me. I just don't react the same, I guess. Before, old Cash, hey, how you doing, Ma? Old Cash, back in the day, and people that know me will tell you this. Back in the day, when people would come at me, see, before I had children, I'm going to start there. Before I had children, if somebody made me mad, and I'm not praising this or glorifying it, this is just the history of me. Before, when somebody would make me mad before I was a dad, I would be out there loading up my strap, you know what I'm saying? Trying to go out and go get them, right? Even if it was something minor, like I was reckless. And then when I had kids, I'm like, yo, you're doing a good job now because you got kids and you're not out there trying to shoot people no more. Now I was just beating people up. That's what it became. It was just like, okay. And that was like good to me. It's just like, yeah, I ain't out there trying to shoot people no more. I'm out here just whooping ass, And that was the thing. But now after 2021, going through prison, in prison, you're forced to have to, you cannot react. You cannot, if something makes you mad or somebody saying something slick behind your back, you cannot just go off and just put hands on them, because that will be consequences on you and all the people that you associate yourself with, because that's just how it is. It's got to be established. Okay, I could do this. I'm good. I can go, I can fight, or whatever you're going to do, right? So you have to learn to deal with it. Whatever it is, you have to learn to deal with it. So I have. So coming home, I don't react the same. Like online, I clown. I talk big shit, online, because it's a safe place. You got people all over the internet, that you got people that ain't thugs at all that are gangsters on the internet. So it's fun to troll just a bit, right? But then you get people that just make you just want to just go off, right? Well, I have that. I got the one. I have a stalker. I have someone that is obsessed with my accounts and all my stuff, man. I'm talking about showing up in YouTube, showing up on X, showing up on Facebook, showing up on Instagram. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. At first I was pissed because I'm like, yo, this is stupid because of the things that's being said. But then I'm like, yo, maybe you need to do some digging, bro. Figure this person out. What's making them tick? Because you can't do nothing. It's an old ass woman. It's a 70-year-old. What are you going to do? Gonna make videos. It's just as simple as that. I'm going to make videos. That's what I'm going to do. What's going on, y'all? I see everybody in the chat, just so you know I'm not ignoring you. What's up, Crystal Clear? It's awesome to be back. Check it out. So for those of you that don't know, my name is Cash Kelly. I'm a January 6er. Before that, I was just an activist and a father. And before that, I was a gangbanger. I was foul. I was just a bad dude. I was doing a lot of bad things. I changed my life around early on when I hit like 23. And I got indicted when I was 28, right, for conspiracy to distribute narcotics. And in that time, I'd already changed my life. This was stuff, they had stuff when I was 12. They put me down as a gang leader at the age of 12. That was literally in the discovery, and I was not. I was not a gang leader at the age of 12. I was 12. So with that, I didn't let it deter me from doing right. I stayed doing right, stayed being a good father, and doing what I do. I quit selling drugs, like all the way, not even selling weed no more. I quit that when I was about 23. To be honest, when I started to really make the change, when I was about 23 years old is when I really stopped, like everything. I'm 36 today. All right, I'm 36. So I say all that to say this. There's this woman that is obsessed with me, and out of nowhere, see, I came home, and you guys know I got the Streetlights Unity movement, and we give back to the community with it. We've been doing this. I've been doing this before I had a 501c3, and they throw my past up as if, like, I guess they just found out. You know, it was like, yo, this dude. They put up the article, "Violent Latin King stormed the nation's capital," or whatever it said. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with this woman? Is tripping, bro. She tweaking. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna look into it because y'all see me spaz out over it, right? So let me just show you first. Let me show you what she used to be, okay? When she first came home from prison, I'm gonna show you from when she first came home from prison into what she's become, okay? And prior to prison, I got a video that I'm releasing tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be done. I've been editing and I'm going live. I got 3 people that know Pam that are gonna be coming on with me. And they're going to tell you all about her. So I got some stuff in the works, man, but I'm having fun with it at this point. I'm not allowing it to upset me. I was watching the videos cracking up. So let me go ahead and show you guys the first video. All right. Share this one instead. Okay. And don't judge me. Okay. I don't like getting bullied online by old people. Okay. And it was hurting my feelings. This is what this has got to be. It's just got to be. I'm sorry. It's got to be. It's got to happen. All right, so here we go.
Hi, everyone. This is Pam Hemphill. It's a quick video. YouTube won't let me upload any videos right now. I just got finished watching the ceremony of the politically prosecuted. I put it on Twitter here. Please watch it. You don't know what I went through when I was in prison. It was living hell. And the letters that I got from you, you don't know what they meant for me. These men and women that are in prison right now because of January the 6th are going through living hell. And if we got people like the Congresswoman from Hawaii, Tulsi Gabbard, standing up for our nation, it's time that you do too. You know, I wanted to shut up and stop talking, doing anything politically because they scare me. I'm still on probation and I got to be careful. I can't go to Washington, D.C. and stand next to that jail and let them know I love them and that I'm there for them. I can't do a lot of these things and it's tearing me up. Please, I'm begging Americans right now to do what you can to help these prisoners of war. That's what they are, our January 6ers. Now, given both sides of the party were involved, there's the bad apples on both sides.
That's fair.
We need to stand up for the ones that are not the bad apples. There's a lot of them. Not everybody that went there that day had any intention of doing any harm to anybody.
Not everybody that went there that day had any intention of doing anything to anybody, except for your ass, Pam. Except for your ass. Okay, but we're gonna get into that later.
Get caught up in the storm. But please, I've been crying because I'm thinking about what these people are going through, and we need your help. We need it desperately. It's hell in prison when you know you haven't done anything because you go to an event to stand up for your president and stand up for your nation, and then you're sent to prison for it. It's hell. I beg you, please do what you can. Call your congressmen, call your senators, tell them to stand up and get out there and support these January 6ers. God bless you.
Okay. All right. That's enough of that. So y'all heard her, right? Right here. Exhibit A. You heard her. She loves us. She loves us and she needs you all to pray for us. And there were good people on both sides that day. There were good and there were bad. Okay. She said it, right? All right. We got that established. There was good and there was bad people there. And we need to point out the good, stand by the good. That's all she was talking about. She wasn't shaming nobody, nothing, right? Well, now, this lady has a whole X dedicated to just smear. Oh, by the way, she said she did 60 days in prison. 60 days, and it was hell. It was hell. Okay, they're having it so I had it bad. 60 days. Okay, 60 days in prison was hell. And now, this same woman who saw how bad prison is, you don't know what she said. You don't know how bad prison is. Spends all of her time posting on X, talking bad about the J6ers, all of them. She's not just pointing out what she deems to be the good and the bad. You won't find her saying anything good. Matter of fact, she makes the claim that she is the only J6er who has accepted accountability for her actions, and she is trying to redeem herself. She even registered as a Democrat, and she was out there trying to get votes for Kamala Harris, and no one showed up for her. She was by herself. The Democrats don't like her. That's what I'll show that video later. But she spends all her time after saying these things online attacking J6ers, even saying bad things about Ashley Babbitt and her mom. And I was just shocked. I'm like, yo, this chick is bugging. She's out of there. She's just gone. She's like, you know, she's one cracker short of a snack pack. You know what I'm saying? It's like she's not all the way right. So I start digging. I'm like, when did it switch? What happened? What happened? What made I don't even want to say the name, but that name which we shall not mention. What made her switch up? 60 days in jail isn't bad, but if it was bad to you and horrible like that, how are you smearing people that are still behind bars? They're still paying for their crime. And you are out here bashing them. And then you came for me. First day I got home. Remember what they asked me? They say cash. Do you feel like the punishment fit the crime for you? I say, hell yeah, 100%. At the end of the day, they gave me trespassing, picketing and parading. I definitely did that. Cool. I'm cool with that. I'll take it. You know, that's not a big deal to me. But this deranged woman, in her mind, she's the golden bright light of J6 because she turned Democrat. It don't make no damn sense to me, to be honest with you. I don't know what the hell's going. She is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs as far as I'm concerned. But I'm going to keep this thing going and show y'all. I'm going to show you what I mean. So before we get into the next one, let me just pull this up, share this tab instead, and let me make it big. Okay. This is what is on here. Okay. She blocked me, by the way. Yeah, so she shares stuff like this. Watch for my upcoming video explaining how they still plan to arrest officials, plan B, if Biden pardons them all. So she's like super team Biden, right? It's insane, Joe. It's out there. I will start practicing this message for maggots. That's what she calls people that support Trump, maggots, even though she was a big old maggot herself, is a big old maggot. Isn't there even one who can get honest and stop using God for the reasons why they were there? Notice he's standing next to Jake Lang 6, who used a bat on officers. McFadden, an appointed of President Donald Trump, says that there was ample evidence that Griffith knew he was in, and it keeps going, but she's just showing a video. She's talking smack about Gates, whatever. They don't give a pardon to J6 criminals. And then, you know, she's got this little statement underneath here about Cheney begging for a pardon. And it just goes on and on. Praising Liz Cheney, of course, you know. It's insane. And she's upset that they're gonna go after Cheney, right? Liz Cheney. And she's dissing Trump again, dissing Trump. That's what she does. And then look at this. Look at this. She's shaming my man's right here. Okay? Lego man. Robert Morris. This is one of the most fantastic brothers you will ever meet in your life. One of the nicest guys you will ever meet in your life. It's just insane. All because he came home from prison and he's selling a book. He's got a nice book out there. If you guys are able to, get the book. All right. Support this brother. He's a really good dude. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. All right. So then it keeps going. You know, look at this. Check this out. Someone asked if I believe in the rapture. I hope it's soon. And they take all the maggots so we Democrats can get back to work on saving the environment. Democrats waving goodbye. Right? How funny is that she believes that only people that support MAGA are going to heaven? Ain't that something? So she's basically saying the Democrats going to be left behind. She knows the truth. I'm not saying the Democrats going to be left behind. I don't believe that, but I'm just saying that's what she's saying. Right? Yeah, another brother just came home and she's dissing him. Look at this disgusting human being right here. I'll tell you, she's talking about Ashley Babbitt and Mickey, and it's insane. All right, it's insane. So, I mean, let's see. Let's just see what she's got to say, guys. Who wants to see what she got to say? I want to see what she got to say. Let's go ahead and play it.
Know that Trump set up the J6 insurrection. We all know that the J6ers lie about their cases. You know, I've been proving that. Just go look at their court records. You know, that they don't get due process and they've been put in solitary for a year. I mean, they're writing a fictional book. They're the greatest liars that exist. I'm laughing because you can't help it. It's just, how do they think that somebody's not going to find out they're lying? I don't know. But we always find out that you're lying. You can't hide the truth from us. We're one step ahead of you, you know. And they're doing all they can to smear me. They're putting out a lot of stuff that's factual.
We're doing all that we can to smear her, is what she just said. Even though I just went down her page. If you keep going down that page, it's just nothing but smearing J6ers. That's it. But she's the victim. She's the victim. And no one watches her. See, and this is kind of why I'm doing it, because I know that she needs attention. I know she does. And I want to give it to her just so I want the world to see this chick, man. I really do, because this is one strange case right here. This is one strange case. You heard the last video and then you hear her now. And this ain't even nothing. Wait till I show the other stuff.
But I mean, some of it, my childhood, they put up my ex-boyfriend's picture, my daughter's picture, and gone back as far as they can on my post. And I mean, it's insane. Almost fell there. But it's okay. You know, I want my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, to look back at my videos and say, she stood up for democracy no matter what they tried to do to her. And let them say, I'm proud of my grandma, my great-grandma. Proud of her. Because, see, that's all that matters, is that I keep doing what I believe is right. And so I will keep pushing back. Believe me, many times I want to give up. I want to put January 6th behind me. I've made my amends. I've done the best I could to get the message out there to help the J6.
She sounds like a sweet old lady, right? But that's just the surface level, man. She just wants to get it behind her, yet you keep bringing it up. Why this is what I don't understand. If you really want to put it behind you, why come for me? I've never done nothing to you. I don't know you. I ain't never spoke on you. Nothing. Why come for me? Why come for Robert Morris? Why come for Mickey? Why come for Ashley Babbitt? Why come for Scott Fairlamb? People that don't talk to you. Why come for Tim? Why come for Ryan? What are you doing? It makes no sense.
In the mega, letting them know that Trump is a dangerous narcissist, but they're in too much denial, and they want to hang on to their grifting. You know, they want to stay the victim. It's like trying to talk to an alcoholic that's in denial. Boy, they're not going to listen to you till they've hit bottom. And the J6ers have just not hit bottom yet. But when all the consequences are going to affect them and their family, with Trump's policies and the things he wants to do, they'll be coming to us. I guarantee you. So I know a lot of you have a lot of fear, and so do I. I mean, we all have fear of what's going to happen once Trump's actually in office. It's frightening. It really is. I mean, when we started calling him Hitler, we weren't kidding.
Whoa.
That was a good name
I didn't
for
even
him.
hear that part.
Actually, he's worse. It's just the beginning. I foresee everything that Hitler did, that he'll do the same if the Democrats in the House don't stand up and push.
Her thoughts and views are not reflective of this channel. We do not believe that Trump is in any way, shape, or form Hitler or like Hitler. I just want to make that clear, YouTube. This is for educational purposes only. This is for the meltdown of a deranged woman. I'm trying to help mental health. That's what this is for. I'm helping people with mental health.
Back against him. We're kind of powerless, aren't we? But not totally. See, I'm sober 45 years.
Bullshit.
Not because I'm a good person. Not at all. I have so many character defects. Oh my God. You know, I have to keep working on myself all the time. I take a personal inventory. And one of the steps in the program says that when you're wrong, promptly admit it. So I got to that place. Finally, it took me a while to admit I was wrong on January 6th and start making amends for it. And that's why I speak out. It's my amends. I don't think I can ever really make amends means to make it right. I don't know if I could ever make it right for being there on January 6th. But I'm going to do another video tomorrow, pushing back on Cash Kelly for all the lies he's putting out there, just so you can have my side of the story. I don't care if you believe me or not, though. I just feel like it should be out there so that those that don't know me or don't even know the other side.
Bro, I got a Twitter beef with a stranger, bro. I got a Twitter beef going on right now with a stranger. I didn't even hear her say that part. She's going to do a video on me tomorrow. So y'all be on the look. Well, don't be on the lookout. I'll share it for you. And you can just watch it on my platform. That way you ain't got to go and give her any kind of views, nothing. Let her stay in her lonely, cold spot that she's in, y'all. Don't go look her up. I'll be bringing every video she does straight to the forefront. I got people, since she blocked me, I got people that send them to me. They record, they screen record, and they send it. Or I'll just go on a private account, and then I go on there and do what I do. All right? So don't go look at her. Don't go look at her.
At least get a chance to hear it. Be helpful. But what they're trying to do is shut me up by putting out personal stuff and, you know, shaming me for the way I was raised.
Okay, I ain't never put out nothing personal on her, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Wow, she about to go on a tangent right here. I can feel it. She about to say stuff that's not true, and this is what she does.
For my sons having alcohol.
I didn't even know your son had alcohol.
And drug problems.
I didn't know that either.
You know, that's a hard one.
But I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if you was my mama, I probably would have drug problems too. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. If you was my mother, I would probably be smoking rocks right now and drinking as many 40s, Hennessy, everything that I could get my hands on. I would. So I understand your son, and that I'm not going to shame him for that. I get it. I understand. He had a lot to deal with growing up, I'm sure.
It's abusive what they're doing to me, extremely abusive. And how they're putting it out there puts me in harm's way, and they know it. They're probably hoping somebody will come kick my butt.
Nobody go and harm Pam. We do not want that. We do not do that. It's not what we do. This is what we do. We make videos and just show her. I'm not making no claims. I'm showing her videos and letting her talk for herself, which I'm going to keep doing tonight. And then I'm going to share a nice little interview on the space. Oh, y'all got to tune in for this. Do me a favor if you haven't already. Smash that like button for me. Matter of fact, give me a heart if you love me and you disagree with Pam. And if you really love me, give me a share. Share this out and tag her in it. Tag Pam Hemp, whatever, how you say her name, Hemp Hill. Tag her and share it for me, please. That'd be great.
Well, good luck. I'm easy to find. But I just want all of you to know that we need to stick together and have faith. See, I was starting to tell you, the reason I'm sober 45 years, because I have faith. I turn my will and my life, which means your thoughts and your actions, over to the care of God.
So it's God that's making you do these things, huh? Tell the truth and shame the devil, Pam. Cut it out. Cut it out. It's strange. I noticed that when I bring up God, you bring up God. I make a video, you make a video. I tell the truth, you tell some lies. It's like you are really. Listen, Pam, if you're a fan, I'm cool with that. Matter of fact, this is 100%, Pam. This is what I'll do for you. I will give you my platform. I will invite you on, and me and you can have a discussion live on the air. And I would do my best to be respectful as long as you could be respectful. But I would love to have you on and just have a conversation with you. I really would, because I don't know what the hell to think right now. I don't know. I'm shocked.
There is a God, and I'm not it, and neither are you. But there's a plan. And how long did the Hitler's regime last? You know, we got a history of showing that we don't tolerate fascists. So let's have some faith in our Democrats. And support them. Join any of the groups you possibly can.
What the fuck? What? Hold on. Pam, how you go from talking about God to the party of anti-God? I don't understand you. I thought I was an anomaly, right? Pam, you an anomaly, Pam. You got some things going on, girl. I don't know what to think.
Can help pay for some of these podcasters that are out there sharing facts. The Lincoln.
Pam, you asking for people to pay podcasters that's putting out false information, and you're against J6ers raising money for their families while they're incarcerated?
Project or any podcast or organization that you can possibly donate to. Share posts that other people are putting out there, you know.
They do. Mine.
There's a lot of things we could be doing. The one thing that we must keep doing is speaking out, no matter what they say about us. Don't worry about that. We know they're just little children upset because we're putting a light on their false narrative.
Pam, you are 133 years old. Everybody is a child to you, baby. I'm sorry. Everybody is like could be your grandchild in the world today. Everybody, literally, even people that are 100, yeah.
And we know the January 6th narrative is an outright lie. Everything they put out,
everything we put out
has been debunked with proof. And they don't like that we're shaking up their narrative. Well, too bad. We're going to keep rocking the boat on you guys. We're going to shake you up even more.
Is that right?
We're going to keep putting the light on your propaganda. I know I am.
I know,
and I'm
you
sure
too,
there's
baby.
others doing the same.
Do your thing, girl.
I noticed that, though. I just want to say this. There's a lot of people putting out the same thing I am. Nothing new. They don't.
So this part, she tries to shift me away from her because really these videos is for me. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. These videos she's been making lately are straight for me. And people send them to me. And I watch them, Pam. Just so you know, I do watch your videos. Just so you don't feel neglected, because I seen your last post that you had put out saying it was really projection. You was like not saying nothing drives people crazy or whatever you said. And I was like, yo, that's how she's feeling. I haven't responded to her in a couple of days. I've been dealing with my own stuff in life, you know, and I ain't really said nothing to her. So she's been feeling some type of way. This is why she's projecting this. So she's like, now I'm just going to ignore him. I'm just going to ignore him because, you know, that's going to make him go crazy. When really, in actuality, you've been checking my page every day, Pam. Don't act like I don't know. You've been checking my page every day to see if I say anything to you, and I haven't. But now I'm talking to you, but I'm being nice. I'm being as nice as I can be. All right, I'm throwing little jabs here and there, but nothing to, you know, KO you. I'm just talking. The KOs come later, baby.
I'll attack them, and it's only probably because I am a January 6er. And so I'll probably take a lot more heat than most of you. But I don't care. I'm not looking for a job. Like my reputation will get ruined and nobody will listen to me, right? That's their hope.
It's funny that she says that. Do y'all remember what I said in my last video? I said, Pam, you ain't got to be out here looking for a job like other January 6ers do because you too old. You get that Social Security money, baby. That's why you can get on here and you ain't tripping. Your life ain't messed up like how you said in your last video. How my life went to hell. No, it didn't. You was still getting that Social Security check. And on top of that, you grifted on my man's alpha. You know, I ain't going to put it all out there. I'm going to let it do its own thing when I create this video. Well, release this video that I'm creating currently tomorrow. I'm going to put it all out there for everybody to see. And it ain't me saying nothing. It's just your words, Pam. I'm using your words against you. That's it. I ain't doing nothing else. Okay. So yeah, you talk about the whole grift, and I found out some things about you. I found out.
I don't care. I'm not doing this for anybody else but for me and my promise to make amends for being there on January 6th. And I will continue. Okay. I told you when I will stop. When I can meet one of the Capitol police officers, give him a hug and say, I am so sorry that I was ever part of January 6th. And you are the heroes. Love you all. God bless America.
God bless you too, Pam. God bless you too. Okay, now we got that one. My bad. I keep pulling her up there. Let me remove that. Okay. So you heard what she said. Until she can hug one of them Capitol police officers, which is fucking strange. It's fucking strange to me. Let me tell you why. In tomorrow's video, I've got Pam on January 5th walking through the crowd with a whole bunch of people, right? The January 5th, y'all know how it was on January 5th. They was out there, right? Pam going up to everybody in the crowd on the line, standing toe-to-toe with police, telling people to push them, push past them, push them like we did in Boise. We did it in Boise, and she lied to him too. She said, yeah, we pushed right past them. It was 200 of us. Then later on, she's walking down the street with the dudes, and she goes, did you hear about what we did in Boise? We did that in Boise. We pushed right past them. It was 300 of us. So, bitch, you just said 200. Get your damn numbers right. Then she went on the news and said, no, I was on drugs. I didn't know what I was saying. I was high. She didn't say that. I'm paraphrasing. That's for entertainment purposes only. She said that she was on some medication, is what she said, because she had just beat cancer. Shout out to you for beating cancer. Fuck cancer and Pam together. But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So I want to show you guys this one. Oh, this is... Oh, wait. No, before I show you that, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so excited to do this right now. I've been waiting to show you guys this. Oh, it's so good. Hold on. Where is he? Oh, right there. There it is. There's our girl, guys. There's our girl right there. Hold on. Let me pull Pam back up here real quick. Okay, Pam, you ready? Part 2. Look at Pam, y'all.
Very disheartening and very difficult for me to deal with.
Run that back.
The Idaho.
Run that back. Run it back, Pam. Say it again.
Hello, everyone. This is Pam Hemphill. Hey, this is what I look like in the morning. I'm out here having my morning coffee and trying to pray and meditate. I came across some stuff that's very disheartening and very, very difficult for me to deal with.
What?
The Idaho Press put out yesterday a nice article for most part, but they didn't say much about how I pushed back on Trump and the whole story. But what I found out is one of their resources to learn about me was Nicole Cook. She's one of the people that was there on January 6th.
Oh, Nicole. I mean, I think she's thinking about Noelle. Noelle's an actual journalist, professional. Just throw that out there. So this is what she's mad about. First part.
And in a space, she even told me she respected the other J6 females that have been arrested more than me. She claims to be a journalist, but I've never seen her credentials. But she's been lying to everybody. And what's sad, people like Rich Locus, Logis, and others on Midas Touch have been listening to her. Many people have been listening to her. Her lies. She's been spreading lies about me. And my message, I believe, is very important. I'm accused of all kinds of things.
We all are, Pam. We're all accused of all kinds of things, especially by you.
Grifting, trying to get attention,
Sure.
you name it. Yes, I want attention.
I know.
I want my message out there to help other maggots, to help
Oh my. Maggots?
our country. I am making not a dime off of this, and I will refuse to take any money. I'm not drifting.
You tripping. You tripping, Pam. You are tripping right now. You know damn well if they was trying to give you some money, you was gonna take it. Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
You know, I'm not, and in fact, I've told Japan when they were out here.
Japan came out here? Hold on, wait a minute. First off, see, now you just got talking about lies and all that. First off, Japan can't come out here, Pam. Japan is a little island. How the hell is Japan gonna come out here, Pam? See? And you wonder why people can't take you serious. You be telling lies. You mean Japanese people? Are you talking about Japanese? When Japanese, the Japs? Is that what you was trying to say? That sounds pretty racist to me, Pam. Like you can't get it right. Unless you actually meant Japan, because Japan can't do that, which makes you a liar. Either way it goes, you messed up for what you said.
If there was any offers for any money for anything, I will not accept it, because a J6 defendant should be making no money from what they did on January 6th. That would be shameful.
Yes, she called us maggots, even though she herself is a maggot. Okay?
But despite that, my character today.
Oh, wait a minute. Got a good question. Why did she go to the Capitol if she hates Trump? Because she only hates Trump to help out her grift right now. She was a big time Trump supporter, voted for him in 2016 and in 2020. Only registered as a Democrat in 2024. Ain't that strange? It was because she was getting called out on her stuff. They were calling her Pam Epps and Pam Tifa because she was out there, like I say, January 5th, telling people to push the police like we did in Boise. And she was at other events, it came out. She was at other events doing the same thing. So it's kind of like, is she controlled opposition or is she just crazy? I'm betting on she's just crazy. That's what I think. I think that she's just like, you know, a lonely old woman is what I think. I think that she's a lonely old woman that doesn't have nobody but her little dog. You know, allegedly her kids don't mess with her at all. She accused her daughter of allegedly. I mean, it's not alleged. I'm gonna share the video. I'm gonna play it. She accused her daughter of stealing her Gibson Gold money, and they caught her out on it on this next video that I'm gonna share with you guys. So I mean, there's a lot to Pam. There's so much. There's just so much, guys. It's sad.
And who I am today. My past is horribly held against me.
This is the same damn woman that shared my article from my past about me being a gangbanger, which the world knows already, Pam. And Pam doesn't realize this shit, y'all. She doesn't realize that I'm the viral dude from 2020. I was sharing my history. I shared my past with everybody and used it as a bit of a testimony, you know, trying to keep kids out of the same thing that I was a part of growing up. And you used it against me. So how dare you come on here crying and whining about them using your past against you, Pam? I don't understand you. I don't understand you.
To the point where my message can't get out there. I have not been on any large American media except for CNN. And I should have been on The View and ABC, a lot of other channels.
You do fit in with The View. And I can't imagine, Pam, why American news wouldn't want you on there. I can't imagine, Pam. I can't imagine why only people like you know, the little influencers that are up and coming, they try to have you on. I can't imagine why other countries would, but not America. I think maybe it's because they have more access to your information. Maybe they know already about you and how just less than a year ago you was Trump and now you're Biden. And I guess people can see when you're not being genuine is really what it comes down to, because Pam, there's no way. Okay. Even if you hate Trump because you got locked up for January 6th, right? There's no way possible unless you have something going on up here or you're paid, right? that you can switch and then praise Democrats and Biden, and they are the truth, and there's no lies coming from them, and you love The View and Rosie O'Donnell and all the everything else, all the other, there's no way possible. That's why they won't have you on, Pam. They see through you. They see through you like the world does. This is why you don't get no play. The only time you getting some real views is when you go on somebody else's platform that gets real views. It's not for you. They might comment about you when they see you on there, and you get the Democrats that don't know you. But even the Democrats, as you guys are going to hear in this video, that do get to know you, they're like, keep her away from me. I don't want nothing to do with her. Let's keep going.
But the rumors and the lies have really hindered my message from getting out there, and that's okay. It's been in 5 countries. They're more interested in it than in America, I guess. But right now, the way I feel, I think these people have won, because they've just.
We did, Pam. We did win. We did win. Okay, we won. We won hugely by a landslide. We did. We came. We saw. We won. Trump 2024. Pam, how you feel now? I know you thought that Kamala was going to get in. I wonder how that makes you feel right now. Because I watched the video where you were like, before election night, and you're like, we got this, and you're all amped up. And then the next day you're like, well, it's going to come out. They stole it. You went right back to you went back to 2020, but for the Democrats. God. Oh my God.
Discouraged me so much to continue when I can't get the backing and the support from important people.
Who are these important people that you need the backing of? I don't understand what the hell you're even doing. What do you need backing for, Pam? What are you, to smear people online? You don't need any help. You're doing a fantastic job by yourself. Okay? And maybe they're sick of it. Dude, CNN don't even do what you do. That's what's crazy. Like, you're worse. You're like, here's a liberal, here's a leftist, and then here's Pam. You way up there, girl. You are fucking deranged. Like, it's insane.
They believe everything that Nicole and all these other people have been telling them. They don't come to me and they don't say, Pam, I heard this. I allowed.
Time out. Pam, they don't got to go to you when people are showing videos. Pam, they are showing. We hear you. We've heard you. Like you said, you got on little interviews and stuff with CNN. We heard the CNN interview. We heard it. I went and looked and I found the videos, Pam. You lied. You're lying. There's nothing. Why do we need to talk to you about your lies? Like, I'll have that discussion with you. I would ask you when you come on the show. If you do, I'd be like, yo, Pam, why the fuck are you lying? Why are you lying? But that'll be it, because then I'll pull up the video and you'll try to spin it and be like, no, but really what happened was when I was pushing past the officer, I told him, I said, hey, can I be here? And he said, yeah. And then I pulled me over and I sat next to him, that's not what happened. I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it, Pam.
This Bobby, that's his name. He used to work as a Border Patrol agent. Okay. He was a Marine. Oh. High integrity. Right. He said, Pam, I'm going to check on everything that they've been lying about you. Mm-hmm. And if I find out that any of these are true, I'm never going to talk to you again. So I gave him information that only my PO and the prosecutor and my judge and lawyer has. I don't give public information to just anybody, but I gave it all to him so he could check on her lies. Mm-hmm. And he found out that they were all lies. Mm-hmm. I can bring him into a space and he can share with you what he found out about me.
Okay, as you guys can tell, this video is just a couple months old, right? And it came out that's a lie. Dude won't talk to her no more because she lied. Okay, he won't talk to her no more, and she can't bring him on the space. If you could, here's my challenge to you, Pam. If you could bring him on a space and get him to say that he knows you didn't lie, I give you $100, Pam. I give you $100.
And you'll be embarrassed that you've been listening to Nicole Cook and everything she's been saying about me. I don't know. Is she a Russian? Paid by Russia? Because, man, it's worked. Many people were getting doxxed and attacked if they had anything to do with me.
Understandable.
There's a part of me that doesn't want to give up because of what they did. There's some people listening, and maybe hopefully, I've been able to help this nation and make amends for what I've done. But it's really disheartening to know.
Disheartening, Pam. Disheartening. Okay, you've misused that word 3 times already. It's irritating.
That the only J6er that has taken full responsibility for my actions
Lie.
there that day and have pushed back at the risk of my own life.
Oh.
And the hell that I have been through.
The hell that you have been through, Pam? What about the hell that everybody else is going through? When you talk about the hell that you've been through, woman, you got 60 days. 60 days in Club Fed in a low with other grandmas, okay? Talking about hell that you've been through? Cut it out. They got a damn show, Pam, called 60 Days In, where people sign up to go on vacation to prison. Pam, what in the hell are you talking about? The hell that you've been through. This is what I mean. This is why the news don't mess with you, Pam.
That these people will listen to a Nicole Cook who was there on January 6th and respects the other J6 criminal women more than me.
Oh, so you mad that she respects them more than you because they don't lie? Is that what it is? And her name is Noelle. Okay, it's not Nicole. Noelle. And she's a credible journalist, and she's a liberal, which just makes it even more sweet. She's an amazing woman, by the way. And let me clear this up too for everybody that may be watching this. I know I always say that I hate liberal women. It's not true. I don't hate liberal women. I hate leftist lying ass women. Make it clear. Liberal women, like Noelle proves that I don't hate liberal women because I love her. I think she's amazing. I think she is amazing. My neighbors, they're liberal women. I love them because they're not loony, leftist, hateful liars. Like,
I don't know. I need to think about this and decide whether I want to continue. I'm done. I'm done with not receiving the support that I should be having and the respect from people that claim to be wanting to push back on Trump.
so you trying to get people to trauma bond with you based around the fact that you all hate Trump? Like, you just, where's my pushback Trump team? Why ain't nobody here with me? And it's funny you use that word an awful lot, push. I remember hearing that like all day today when I was editing the video of you saying, push, we got to push. We got to push past the police. We push past police in Boise. Yeah, we push past police in the Capitol. I didn't push past the police in the Capitol. The police grabbed me and saved my life. And then there's a video of her pushing past the police. I didn't move that barricade. The people pushed me past the barricade. And the police officer picked me up because they was going to trample me. And then you go watch the video. That never happened. She pushed past the barricade and hit that way. And then she was off to the races. I mean, I just don't know, guys.
We need all the help we can get right now, and I feel like that's all I'm trying to do. I'm at the corner down here in Boise by myself, and in the newspaper, one of the Democrats said that they don't trust me. I'm out here trying to get votes for Harris. I'm not out there trying to write a book and make a lot of fucking money.
Oh.
But yet you will listen to this Nicole Cook and believe her without checking. What do they say? What leaves a man in everlasting ignorance is contempt prior to investigation. I don't get you guys. I really don't. I feel sorry for you. I believe that I'll probably continue, but right now I'm having a very big struggle if I want to do this when I've seen what others have done to me. It's very disheartening.
Jesus. And what people have done to you. Let's have a moment. Pam, what about what you have done to people? You keep talking about what people have done to you sounds to me, Pam, like you're playing the victim. Hmm? Playing the victim that you talk about everybody else plays, Pam? Are you playing the victim in this video? The big bad maggots. Oh, they're pushing back against me when all I'm trying to do is get with the Democrats to push on Trump. But since I can't, I'm going to push on one of these J6ers until they make me famous. Hashtag Cash Lee Kelly. Pam, stop. Just stop. Oh. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to take a break. I got emotional right now for that. Oh, Pam, my heart is breaking for you. Oh, my God. I just can't believe. Why would they do this to you, Pam? You're a victim. You're a victim of circumstances. You bought the Democrat lie. That's all.
Very discouraging. I don't feel like I should quit only because they will win. And I know I've watched it over 1.5 million views and some comments.
Use a damn lie again, Pam. I'm trying. I'm having feelings right now, right? But then you say stuff like that. You read 1.5 million comments. Pam, you can't speak 1.5 million words. Okay? Ain't no damn way. Ain't no damn way. Guarantee you ain't got 1.5 million comments in your section talking good about you. I can guarantee it. You's a damn lie. You lying. You lying.
On Luke Beasley's show, that people are glad that I'm out here.
First off, Luke Beasley's show only got 75K views on it, Pam. I went and looked. Unless my math is wrong, that had to be a hell of a lot of commenting by the same people to get 1.5 million. You got to carry the 3 times. I don't know.
Doing this. But I don't know. It just really hurts that I've been shunned by so many people that are voting for Harris, of all people.
Oh my God. Did y'all just hear that right now? Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone. Did she just say that she's getting shunned by people that are voting for Harris? And you're shocked by that, Pam? I mean, I can't imagine why they would, want to not talk to MAGA Granny. I wonder why. I wonder why they think you're just trolling right now, Pam. Huh? Oh my God. Maybe because just a couple months ago, they can go back and watch a video of you saying how great Trump is and, how the J6ers need to be free. Huh? Seems kind of planty to me. I would have thought if I was a Democrat, no, she's a plant. Get her the hell away from us. Just like we'll do now if you try to come back. No, we don't want no parts of you, Pam. You're a plant. You're outcasted and you did it to yourself. Be angry at you, okay? I don't feel bad for you. Damn that.
I could see the J6 defendants and the Republicans pushing back on me, but I went and even registered as a Democrat. I'm sorry for being there on January 6th, but my God, how many times do I got to apologize? How many interviews do I got to go out on to make amends for?
I'm sorry,
haven't I done enough? J6 defendants and the Republicans pushing back on me, but I went and even registered as a Democrat. I went and even registered as a Democrat. I'm sorry for being there on January 6th, but my God, how many times do I got to apologize? How many interviews do I got to go out on to make amends for? Haven't I done enough? Haven't you done enough to destroy me just because I've changed my mind?
Pam, what the fuck? Hold on, wait a minute. Time out. Full screen. Pam, you're punishing the Jan Sixers, people that are locked up. You are smearing them. They have children, Pam. They have little babies. Okay, they lost everything. and you take time out of your day every day to talk shit about them. Who gives a fuck if they coming after you? That's how I feel. Personally, I'm not ever gonna tell nobody, hey, y'all need to chill out on Pam, y'all. Calm down. Calm down on Pam, guys. She didn't mean it. She's having a rough time. Didn't you see the video that I played? She's having a hard time. Get the fuck out of here. You are one delusional ass lady. Oh my God.
And realize I had been lied to by Trump, that the election was not stolen. That's all that happened.
Wait, when the hell did you figure that out? I want to know. I'm curious. I'm curious as to when you just had this epiphany, because it wasn't before January 6th. It definitely wasn't after January 6th. It definitely wasn't prior to you going into prison. It definitely didn't happen in prison. And it definitely didn't happen when you came out of prison, because you were still crying on these videos or the other ones about how you need to help the J6ers and how everybody needs to help the J6ers. So when did it click in your head? You're like, you know what? Everything's true. What the fuck? The January Select Committee, you can't take that because that shit was already over. So when was this epiphany when you're like, I know what happened. I know what it is. You was like, damn it, I'm not getting any play from the J6ers anymore. And I want to go viral because damn, this technology is cool that these damn kids got. I want to be on social media now. I want to be viral. I don't want to let go of that attention that I got for that post. I want to be on the news more. But they're not fucking with me. What can I do? Light bulb goes off. I'm going to switch up on Trump and become a Democrat and talk crazy about the J6ers. And then the Democrats will put me on the news. Backfire. Big time. Now you're just outcasted. Just a lonely old.
I realized I had been lied to. And thank God for the Democrats that gave me receipts and proof about January 6th that it was an insurrection. I had no business being there, but I didn't know, just like thousands of us have been lied to by Trump. And they continue to be lied to by Trump. And there will be another revolt. I guarantee you, Trump is not going to lay down. He will claim the election was stolen. He'll start another one. Anyway, I'm done.
You are.
I don't know what to do.
I know you.
I really don't, because that article in Idaho Press, knowing that they spoke with Nicole Cook, the lie and smear campaign that she did on me, and listening to her, why not call me and say, this is what this lady is saying. Can you back it? Is it true? Is there any evidence? Anyway, I love you all, and God bless our President Biden, and vote.
What the fuck? What? Hold on, Pam. I gotta hear it again. I need to hear that again.
President Biden is saying, can you back it? Is it true? Is there any evidence? Anyway, I love you all, and God bless our President Biden.
You can't make this stuff up, bro. There's no way. There's no way. There is no way. It's impossible. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I don't believe this. I don't buy it. God bless our President Biden. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. So before I get into the meat and taters, all right, before I get into the meat and taters of this, let me go on ahead and show you guys this other one real quick. Where's it at? Where is it at? Oh, okay. So Pam has made the claims that on January 6th, which I already showed you guys the video of her pushing past the barricades, right? But then she said she got trampled on the stairs, right? She skimmed her knee, they crushed her head, and they broke her glasses. That's what she said, not my words. Okay. Allegedly, that's what happened. Well, then how the fuck do you explain this? And this is what I mean when I say, Pam, we got videos, baby. We got the vids. There's Pam. Okay, I want everybody to see this. See this? That's Pam. That's Pam right there where the green is. See the green? Oh, you can't see my arrow. Why can't you see my arrow? Hold on. I need you to see my arrow. Remove, bring it back up. There we go. All right, can you see the arrow now? Damn it, no. Okay, well, still. That's Pam where the green is. You'll get it. You'll get it. Watch this.
I got caught up in the crowd. I saw two officers at the door. I thought I could get permission to go in. I got shoved in. I have a video that shows me saying I didn't want to go this far. And I said I got shoved in and I sat down.
Did y'all see her get
I
shoved?
got caught up in the crowd.
Got that camera up?
I saw two officers at the door. I thought I could get permission to go in. I got shoved in. I have a video that shows me saying I didn't want to go this far. And I said I got shoved in and I sat down.
Well, am I tripping? It kind of looks like she's still holding her phone and she just walked right past the officers and just went in. Am I tripping? Doth mine eyes deceive me? Because that's what I see, Pam. I don't see nobody pushing you. I don't see it. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, Pam. I don't know what the hell you got going on, lady. But I'll tell you this. We're about to get ready to rumble. All right? What do you mean, Cash? What are you talking about? I'm talking about this right here. Now listen to this, guys. All right, I'm going to put me up here just so, you know, it's Rumble. So Rumble sucks, by the way.
That's why I raised my hand, because I'm tired of it.
So you remember the lady she was crying about? The lady in the last video where she was saying, Nicole, it's really Noelle, all right? Noelle Cook. And this is who you about to listen to right now. Check this out.
Okay. So what I would like to say to this entire group, and hopefully this is recorded and other people can listen.
Yeah, it's recorded. It'll be posted.
Pam doesn't like facts that I share. That's fine. We can have differences of opinions. Neither of us have to like each other.
Yeah.
Nothing I've said has been defamatory. Everything is backed with evidence. I do not ever say anything that I don't have a receipt for.
So what are some of the things you said?
Recently, I've been told by several people that Pam is, I'm writing a book about J6 women, actually. I've gotten to know several, have built relationships with them.
What about the men?
Well, I'm doing women. I do women. Not you, Pam. Pam, you've never been a subject. Stop asking to be in the book.
You got to do a part 2 about the men.
No, wait. She needs to tell you she called me and said she lived in Boise.
That's not true.
I gave her my whole story.
No, okay.
Yes, you did. I got the recording.
She's just on a rampage because she's afraid of what I might say next.
That part.
This is better than the movies right now.
No, lay it out. We
Then be quiet, Ms. Hemphill, and I will. So recently I've been told that exactly what you just said. I would be happy to read the DM if everyone would like to know. In May of 23, I contacted Pam via DM.
By the way, you'll notice that I'm right there. And I never even know. I forgot. I guess I missed something. Maybe I was doing something else, but I'm in this space with this lady. And this was, I don't know, months ago when I first came home from prison. It's crazy. I'm like, yo, I don't know this lady. But yeah, there I am.
After seeing her in a space where sedition hunters were. In fact, it was Corey, who I have a lot of respect for. And I thought, Corey's giving her a chance. Wonder why that is. So I started listening. And I gave her a chance. And I DM'd her in May and I said, hey, Pam, could we have a conversation on the phone? I would love to know what tools you had to seemingly overnight flip your entire ideology and leave MAGA. What did you have? Because I have been personally talking to about 6, 7, 8 women over the course of 3 years, getting to know them. And they trust me 100%. One of them I drove to prison to start her sentence. The other one, I'm helping work on her divorce while she's in prison. So I mean, I've got all the trust in the world from these women, but I have done absolutely nothing to move them from their ideology. That hasn't been my goal. My goal is to learn from them. All right, to learn what they're about, to learn why they're here, not to villainize them.
Almost like studying monkeys.
That was called ethnography. It's just studying. It's understanding a different culture than I'm used to.
Mind you, this woman is a liberal, and she sounds okay to me. I think I love her. She's amazing. I can't wait to get on the phone and talk to her. We got a real good conversation we're gonna have. I'm hoping that she's gonna come on this live tomorrow and talk about Pam personally. You guys can hear it straight from her live, you know.
And to try to understand, rather than demonizing them right off the bat, how did you get here? That's what I wanted to know. And that's what I've been learning. So when I called Pam to ask her what tools she used, because I watched her change literally overnight as far as her audience went, she told me three things. She told me that she had family that had encouraged her. She told me she had a therapist that encouraged her. And she told me how she had her own 12-step program that she'd been working for years, and that also helped. And so I thanked her, and that conversation was fine. And I went on listening to her spaces and being a supporter. Mm-hmm. I was actually trying to be helpful in DMs to her occasionally. And then July of 2023, all hell kind of broke loose with Pam and her space people. And she and the sedition hunters were fighting, and then she was fighting with the Black community, and she was fighting with
She's a big, I just got to point this out. In the video that I'm sharing tomorrow, when she said that she was fighting with the Black community, I want y'all to understand something about Pam. All right. She's pretending hardcore to be a Democrat. And I'm going to tell you why. When she was out there on January 5th, boy, she was trying to get all of those brothers to go and beat the brakes off of the people, the counter protesters across the street. They out there yelling, FBLM, FBLM. And she's right there. Go get them. Go get him. I'm like, yo, this woman is for real. I thought she was going to pull out a rope or something. I'm like, yo, she's out of her mind. Telling her to push past the police. It was nuts.
With the trans community.
How did the Black community fight go?
That's her story. She can tell that.
Did she drop an N-bomb?
No, she did not drop an N-bomb. It was
no N-bombs.
Much more passive aggressive than that. It's not blatant. She's savvy enough to know better than that. The only N-bombs that were dropped were when she was creating content and was reading directly from Officer Harry Dunn's book. And she said the N-word 3 times in totality, which we all know we're not allowed to do.
Because she was reading it?
You're not even allowed to do that as a university professor anymore.
Yeah, I probably would say
N-word. I don't. As a white person, I would never say it. But that's me.
I don't even say nigga. Like
I mean, my son's half Black, so I would probably skip
that's fine.
Too.
Anyway, that's not even the point. I understand how that mistake can be made. As a matter of fact, if it is in a book and you're reading from a book, I do understand how that mistake could be made.
Not pretty time.
That's not an issue. That's not what I'm here about. What I'm here about is the story that's being told about what she just said. That I told her I was from Boise and I was angry that she wouldn't tell me her story. Let me be very clear. I've been working on my book, my project, because it's evolved over 3 years, as you can imagine. I had not once considered Pam as a character. Never. And that's not to be rude or mean. But I know Pam's history. I know her background. I know what she's about. I watched what happened online. I watched on
before J6. Do you know her history? Yes, I know her history
going back J6? To 1992. If you am.
All right, what is that based on?
This started out as an academic project for me as a graduate student, and it turned into a book because I chose to get personally involved with these women, like the woman I drove to prison. If you're doing strictly academic, you cannot get personally involved with people. And I did, because a couple of these women's lives were so tragic. They truly needed somebody to assist them in some of what was happening.
A liberal journalist was helping J6 women that was going to prison, y'all. And that's the kind of unity I'm talking about in America. This is why I hold this woman in high regard. Not the fact that she's helping MAGA women, but the fact that she didn't care about none of that. She just saw women that needed, after she heard their stories, that needed some help. And she was there. She answered the call. So kudos to you, Noelle, putting you way up here, straight up. Good job. We need more people like you in this world.
For example, one woman's child committed suicide, and she called me. I was the first person she called because I was the only reliable person in her life. She didn't know me from anywhere but the internet at the time. We'd only been talking for 2 months. But that's the kind of trust that I have developed, and I actually have a document.
When I started drinking warm water for my prostate, my friends laughed at me. But when they saw feature film that is complete and entered into festivals right now, 2 of those women are featured in the film. And
I have a very good working relationship with them. Even though ideologically we're very, very different, we respect each other's humanity. And I respect their honesty. That's where I began to have a problem with Pam, was where we come into honesty. I do not like people who lie, and I really don't like people who lie in a self-serving manner. Pam, do not interrupt me. I will do the same for you. Thank you.
Noelle, can I say
Absolutely,
one
you're the
thing?
host. You can say whatever you want.
when I like, I don't know if it's just like the avatar where I see her picture, but she kind of looks like this innocent older lady, right?
Well, that's how this whole project started.
No, like, no offense, Pam. I'm not saying you're old.
That's part of the problem here. See, my very first tweet about Pam was on July. It was the first week of July.
I can't hear anything she's saying. Should I go down and come back up?
If that means you want to interrupt me, yes.
Like, so are you saying that she like has been nefarious?
Well, let me
and
finish.
devious?
Yeah, I'll be happy to tell you this. I traced Pam's history through social media, through everything I could, and I watched very carefully. I saw when she got out of prison. I saw all the GoFundMe set up in July before entering prison. I said, "Don't do it, Pam. Don't do it." Okay. I saw the fights when the Proud Boys trials were going on, and I saw people questioning why Pam had been behind the police lines and why she'd been allowed to stand back there videoing for at least twice, right? I read the court papers. I saw the videos of her encouraging people to bust through the lines and come on in because it's their house. I saw the January 5th video of her following people down the street, encouraging them to do what they had done in Boise and to just occupy the Capitol, right? Mm-hmm. I saw all of that, and I was even willing to say, sure, people absolutely change. But when I watched what happened in that July space with these different communities that she was insulting and attacking, and let me reframe that. Attacking is a word that's going to be disputed because it is, a kind of an inflammatory word. When she was unwilling to listen to the harm she had caused in those communities and was unwilling to hear what they were telling her, that is when I decided I was going to do more research. And I started to look, and I saw she didn't leave MAGA. She was shunned from MAGA. She was kicked out of MAGA. Free State Will was putting out these things. Why is she a Fed? Everyone starts calling her. She's not a Fed, by the way, everybody. I'm convinced she's not a Fed, just so we're clear on that. I do know that she and her daughter both had Give, Send, Goes up before she went to prison.
Well, wait a minute.
I'm sorry. I saw the video.
Damn it. Did I just...
of her running.
Oh, man. Damn, man. Hold on, guys.
Go past the lines. It's like...
Stupid.
When I started drinking...
Hold on. Damn, this was getting good, but I got a real good question. I hate Rumble. Right there. Let's see where we at. Okay. Another ad. 1 sec. Okay. Now let me ask my question before we go back to it. So, Pam, how are you shaming January 6ers that are incarcerated for having Give, Send, Goes when you had two? You had two, which is going to get deeper. It's going to get deeper, guys. All right. Just bear with me. I haven't even listened to this whole thing. I'm being shocked with you all right now at this. I'm just like, wow. So let's keep it going.
Is she a Fed? Everyone starts calling her. She's not a Fed, by the way, everybody. I'm convinced she's not a Fed, just so we're clear on that. I do know that she and her daughter both had Give, Send, Goes up before she went to prison. I know her daughter's collected quite a bit of money. I know that in December of 22, she had a brand new Mustang. or 21. She had a brand new Mustang.
I've seen it in the video.
Oh man, Pam, can I
She's
get
had
one?
2 actually. She has a new one. She had a black one. Now she has a white one. I do know that there was, so basically I did this tweet, a 3-part tweet laying out Pam's prior history. There's some tweet that was not framed about Pam as a liar. It was framed at CNN for not vetting the people that they are platforming. Because on July 4th, exactly what you observed. There's this little lady standing in the park in Boise, in childlike wonder at the fireworks, while we whitewash all the hate that she'd been spewing, while we ignored the videos of her in 2020 standing side by side with literal neo-Nazis who have swastikas and symbols on their coats.
What?
Yes, I've got anything I say, I can provide evidence. Just DM me. I will not say anything.
So wait, hang on. Can I pause you for 1 second? I haven't seen what you're talking about. I just want to ask you, like, is there a chance that people that she didn't know were standing around her?
Pam is a proud founding member of Ammon Bundy's People's Rights Network in Boise, Idaho. She hung out with lots and lots of very far-right groups, right? She says she was a citizen journalist, but if you actually watch her videos and listen, her commentary while she's filming is that of an activist, not a journalist, because she's yelling at the cops, she's yelling at people, right? Okay, so Pam's agreeing with everything I'm saying. Thank you. Let me just, before I forget and get too far off here, the one thing I do want to address while you're listening, Pam, is that there's a story going around that the reason I'm, quote, smearing you, end quote, which actually means sharing facts, that you're welcome to tell me what I got wrong, but to this day, a year later, you still haven't told me one thing I got wrong. That I wouldn't, she said I started the smear campaign because she wouldn't tell me her story and let me write about her. And yet I have DMs from this January where she was saying that stuff. And I said to her, Pam, I decided in October of 21, I wasn't writing about you because you're too transparent. You're one-dimensional. I have nothing to learn from you. I have spent countless hours with people like Yvonne Sincere because I learned something from her every day. Pam, it's very clear. She got kicked out of MAGA. She found some sympathetic liberals and she hooked up with that crowd, and CNN platformed her repeatedly, and she grew her following did grow overnight. Her following doubled, tripled, quadrupled the month of July when she had been platformed by CNN. And then Abby Phillips and her lazy producers constantly call Pam to fill in that late night slot that's hard to get people to fill, but she's available and she always does it. And so she's telling everyone I wanted to write her story. Pam, I'd like you to get on mic and tell me that, because I'll put all my DMs right here in the desk. I never asked you to write your story. In fact, I've told you more than once, I had no interest in writing your story. If I could ask you one question, though, here's what it would be. Because my concern about you, Pam, is that you prey on vulnerable people. You prey on liberals who have this hopium going on. You preyed on J6ers who thought maybe you were doing something for them. Instead, you were taking money from them. What were you doing in 1992 when you said you had a master's degree and you were performing psychotherapy on victims of sexual violence and addiction? You didn't have a master's degree, did you? I have newspaper clippings where you advertise yourself as a psychotherapist with a master's degree, and yet one does not exist. You also called yourself reverend. And I think, based on what your daughter did, which was also bought some credentials for ministry, is you bought a master's degree of religion and you bought the ministry's credentials from Universal Life Church, which is a mail order ministry, essentially. It's been, see, she just said 100%. Mail order. So but here's the thing. She was in California. I figured a lot about you, Pam. I figured out a lot. She was in California where it was legal to practice things with a master's degree that had been conferred by a church. However, in Idaho Falls to be exact, where she was practicing as a psychotherapist or doing these things with a master's degree, Idaho does not recognize master's degrees that are conferred by churches. It has to be a legit academic master's degree. And so my guess is from 92 and 93, she preyed on vulnerable populations, telling them that she was qualified to treat them when she absolutely was not, and at most had a 2-year certificate in alcohol and drug addiction from Cal State Bakersfield. Is that correct, Pam?
Interesting.
Thank you. God damn, I'm good. Man, I figured all this out on my own. Newspaper. Thank you, newspapers.com. So that's my question. So when I find out this past history from the 90s, she was also teaching A Course in Miracles, which is Marianne Williamson's shtick. It was 1992. Oprah's book club was making a huge deal out of A Course in Miracles. And who's called Reverend and who's teaching Course in Miracles in her home? It's Pam.
Wow.
So Pam has a habit of jumping on bandwagons that she thinks is going to elevate and promote her.
Wow.
And I want to know, I would really genuinely like to know, Pam, what you think of that now. What do you think about the fact that you committed fraud, essentially, by presenting yourself as someone with a master's who is qualified to treat sexual assault victims, to treat... I mean, I would like to know from you, when you're telling me now, you mail ordered your certificate. You just told us all that you bought a degree. It was about $20 for the degree and the ministry certificate. And you presented yourself as a reverend, including writing a blurb in Clergy Corner in your local newspaper. You know, you weren't a reverend, you weren't a minister, and you did not have a master's.
No, that was through the clinic. We all went.
No, that was a 2-year certificate, the one that you showed.
All right. Well, hang
that
on.
Was
But let's like you asked her. You asked her.
It was a spirit.
Give her a few minutes to answer.
Clinical alcohol. It wasn't people that had child abuse trauma. There was alcohol and drug. I was certified as a CABC.
That's true. That's a 2-year certificate program that you did.
What's my past? What's the past?
That's not a master's. A master's is 6 years of higher education. A master's is an advanced degree, and you don't have an undergraduate degree. You have a certificate program. And I'm not disparaging that, by the way.
Well, what about it?
Not disparaging.
What about it, Noah? Well, what's your point?
What about it is this is who you are. You're willing to
That's
lie
who I
and fraud to elevate yourself.
No, that was not according to my clinical supervisor. No.
Your clinical supervisor, are you talking about the Indian one that you got revoked?
You ought to know. You ought to know the clinic.
That's the only one that exists. So yes, that's why I'm asking that one.
Yeah, so you don't know everything.
So what is a clinical supervisor?
Well, what it is when you're not licensed, you have to work under a supervisor, but you don't get to put masters after your name.
No,
don't
I didn't.
Claim,
no,
I will. I'm good. Don't make me do it. You want me to put these stuff in the nest? All right, you got it.
The clinic makes your cards, not me.
Hey, Pam, you placed the ads in 1992 and you were doing workshops at Magic Valley, which is where a bunch of people are in recovery. You were calling yourself Pam. I will say the name of your last marriage because you were under Pam X married name.
I don't recall that, but what about it?
Well, you will when I send all the stuff I'm about to turn my computer on to get to.
So what? So what?
So what? My point is, you're not an honest person, and that is my problem.
Give me a break. Then why was it approved through my clinic? The clinic.
I'm totally ignorant to most of
it. The clinic had all of us counselors. The clinic required all of us for continued education to go through that program and get certified. So what about it?
You did not have a master's degree. Bought it.
No, that's what they called it. Yeah, it was a master's.
Bullshit. That is I'm going to call bullshit. In 1992 and 1993.
So what?
That's operating under fraudulent terms. Period.
Yeah, but when you're on the job and
Idaho made you stop.
It's part of the continued.
Idaho made you stop.
What did Pam do that in your opinion?
In my opinion, it speaks to character. It speaks to honesty.
Well, let me finish.
It speaks to deception. Here we go.
Just talk. Look at.
So let me finish, Pam. Don't interrupt.
The clinical. I'm answering your question. The clinical supervisor said it was approved program that gives you a master's of divinity. How do I know?
Pam.
My supervisor had a PhD. I'm following the clinic. You want to twist all this?
Your clinical manager would not have a license if she had told you to advertise. You were advertising for
out of your
home.
How do you know what my supervisor?
I have the clippings and I'm reading them. I see your phone number.
But is that all you got? Is that all you got? Give me a break.
What I got was when I found that out, I realized.
Why do you want to stop my message about Trump being a cult leader? Is that why? Is that why? 5 minutes. Do you vote for Trump? Is that what it is? You're so afraid of people
I don't take your
leaving
bait,
Trump?
Pam. You're so boring.
Noel, are you Are you a Trump
Yes,
supporter
no,
or not?
I have been a Democrat since I voted in the very
No, she's
first
not.
election
We've
in
already
18.
researched you.
Well, voting records are
You are
voter
not.
registration. Voter
You're a
registration is
fake
actually public
Democrat.
record. Look it up.
Fake Republican.
Okay.
Anyway,
We got
So
some goods on you too. It'll come.
let me then share them, sweetheart, because I got to tell you something.
Do you and Pam agree politically?
I
no?
agree with nothing about Pam, and it has nothing to do with politics. I don't agree with Pam's character, and I have no
Well, we
respect for
don't
liars.
care. We
and
don't
so it
care
doesn't
what
matter what
you
her
think
ideology
about me.
is.
Who cares about you? Nobody.
Well, clearly you do. You're getting pretty right.
I care. This is very entertaining to me, guys. I don't know about you. I am fucking entertained right now. This is the best thing that I think I've heard in a long while. This is good.
There.
I do.
This is not
Well,
space, Pam.
well, good.
But one thing I would like to say to the host,
It's not going to
Pam,
stop me for pushing back, and
Yeah,
I'll go
tell
on.
me.
I've been on 5 countries. Have you?
good for you. I know. I helped Der Spiegel write about you, sweetheart. I understand all of this.
Well, good. So
Yeah.
do you want me
So-
to stop pushing back?
So was Pam shunned by the
Yes,
right?
she was. I'm going to send you all the
And
stuff I
then
got.
also, what I'm trying to understand, this is all fucking new to me. So what I'm trying to get is, was Pam shunned by
Yes.
the right, and then
Yes.
also is being
Yes.
shunned
She
by
was
the
shunned by
left?
Ammon Bundy's group first.
No.
Yeah,
You
he
watch-
does-
I've
they
got a
look-
video.
Ammon Bundy? What? That's where she gets the crazy from right there. There it is.
Why
I
they
talked to
shunned
them
me.
too.
I got a video because they went into the St. Luke's hospital without a mask on the emergency.
That's not, I'm talking prior to that. They were already on you. It wasn't
Yes,
just
I'm glad they did because I didn't agree with the damn thing they were doing.
All right,
They're
let me ask you
racist.
this then, Pam.
They're
Let me ask you
racist.
this. I don't want to scream at each other. That this is counterproductive. So let me ask my question.
Yeah, go one at a time.
What is
Let me
your
ask my
motive?
question. Let me ask you a question.
Pam, let her say something, then you can respond.
So here's my observation, right? In 2020, Pam was going around Boise and going inside various businesses without a mask on during the mask mandate days. She was carrying a fraudulent ADA card saying that she was exempt from wearing a mask. Well, there's no such thing. There's articles, and I'll be happy. So DOJ put out an article saying there is no such thing as an ADA a card that exempts you from masks.
Yeah.
So Pam would go in filming to create content and chaos.
Okay, time out. I just gathered something from listening to this so far, right? So Pam is just crazy. Maybe that's what the problem is, guys. Maybe the extreme right and the extreme left are just actually crazy people that are taking on a political identity, because we seeing it happen right here. We got a chameleon. She's apolitical. That's what Pam is. She is apolitical. She's Republican, MAGA, but batshit crazy. And then she flips, and now she's Democrat, liberal, batshit crazy. It's just like, I think that crazy people are the problem. I don't know. It's just a deep thought that I just had.
And she'd walk in while people were telling her to leave, and she's like, I know my rights, and she's wreaking havoc. And she did
This
all
is an
that.
outright
Then,
lie. I've got the video. So
so do
stop.
I. So do I. So do I.
All right, well,
Wait, let me
listen.
finish. There's part 2 of that story. So that's in the
All right,
summer.
well, once you get done with part 2, we got to give Pam
this
a
is all
chance
part
to
of it. So
respond.
that's the summer of 2020. In November 2020, Pam was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she underwent breast cancer treatment. So she is correct.
Yeah.
The following year, when Ammon Bundy's crew went into the hospital, and now it was personal. Now she's had this experience as a cancer survivor. Now everybody put their masks on, and that is true. She did go telling everyone, this is the hospital, put on your masks. But that was only after it was personal, right? And that's my point. There's very little here in the way of wanting to do the right thing for the sake of doing the right thing.
It
There's
wasn't
got to be
because of
something
my
in it for
cancer.
Pam.
I never allowed anybody in an emergency hospital not wearing a mask. That's bullshit.
Whatever, Pam. I'm just happy.
So is this argument over a mask?
Well, no, I'm just
or-
saying that she's saying she got kicked out of Ammon Bundy's group because she was upset people were wearing masks in the hospital, which is true, but not also true. They also thought she was a Fed. They also got sick of her in their faces with cameras everywhere she went. And so there was, that was whatever it was. As far as Trump.
Well, I have heard a lot of Trumpers say that Pam was kind of anti-Trump at some point.
Well, she did, and that was when MAGA pretty much shunned her. And then she turned to sedition hunters, and then she finally turned on Trump in June. That is true. And then CNN platformed her.
Like this year in June?
It was 23.
23 of June.
Okay.
July 4th, 2023 was when her first appearance on CNN.
2 years after January, 2 years after J6, 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Pam went anti-Trump.
Yes, but only after being shunned by MAGA. She was blocked by the general. She was blocked by Helena.
Yeah, what a badge of honor. I'm glad I was.
Right. But you had to find a new community, which I understand. It would be really hard to go from being online every single day to being shunned from your group without having a new one to merge into, right? Which is.
She got addicted to being in the limelight is what happened. And now that's why she's going so hard right now. It makes so much sense. Is that why you trying to get my attention, Pam? You trying to get me to get you back out? I'll help you with it. But just so you know, I'm not what I once was. Like, I'm getting it back. It's coming slowly. You know, my views stay going up and my follows keep going up. But Pam, I'm not the viral dude from 2020 no more. I'm just a regular content creator trying to get his following back. And you're helping me. This is great content. This is fucking beautiful, Pam. You're kind of a good thing that happened to my life. Just hearing this story, I got things that I could talk about for days now. You're going to be a meme tomorrow and a reel.
This is what Rich Logis is trying to do. He's trying to create an opportunity and a community for people who have been in MAGA.
Because I found out that Ryan Samsel was lying, and you know it.
So hang on, Pam.
I'm only saying your lies. Period, Pam.
Well, I don't care if I lie a lot, and so do you.
No, actually, I don't lie.
Pam, what is Ryan?
No, I don't lie.
What is Ryan?
She just admitted that she's a liar. Y'all heard that, right? She said, yeah, I lie all the time. I lie all the time. So do you. What the fuck? Oh, my goodness.
I get it. Well,
I get to tell everyone I never wanted to write a story.
You can make a lot of money. Is that what it is?
I'm not making a dime. No,
I can't wait till your book's out. You're going to get the biggest lawsuit you've ever seen.
Well, you're going to be really, you're not in my books. This is the thing. This is a narcissist.
Well, put me in your book. Come on.
You are not in my book. You are not a compelling character. You're not in my book.
Oh, good. That's a badge.
You've never been in my book. And I told you those very words last January.
Thank you for everything you're saying. I appreciate you more than you know.
Can I just want to interrupt for a second. I really am. I'm trying to catch on to what's going on. I don't know much about it. I just want to ask Pam, what did Ryan Samsel lie about?
Yeah, why is you doing research that somebody doesn't want to write about? And you're going to talk about that.
I researched the first 100 women arrested.
You were there on January the.
What happened? Why did it stop? I'm really into this. I kind of want to go make popcorn. Anybody else?
Well, we know different.
Okay, cool. I was living in Maryland at the time, and I was in graduate school, and I was in India when COVID started doing a film, and I was sent home after 12 days.
You were in India during COVID.
I left on March 9th. It was right before in fact, that was the day they declared it a global pandemic.
How was that experience during COVID?
There was no COVID there yet. We got it first, actually. In fact, it was really funny. It was the first time I ever was othered, right? So I'm here. I'm a white middle-aged woman. I can pretty much travel where I want. But people in India, in these small villages that I was in near the Himalayas, actually women would see me walking and they'd cover their faces with their scarves because they assumed I was American.
January 6th. What were you doing there?
I'm answering your host's question. You're being rude, Pam.
Yeah, because you're avoiding it. You know you're a J6 defendant, too. We're under you.
Okay.
What?
Anyway.
I'm not a J6 defendant.
Uh-oh.
And of course, she knows that.
Listen, Pam got her dog ready to bite your ankle right now.
Pam, sorry, can I just back up? Pam, why would you say that? That's not true.
Because she's just trying to find anything she can throw at me. And it's just ridiculous and it's not necessary to even respond.
Like you, I'm learning from you.
So anyway, again, I invite you to correct any misinformation. All the things that I wasn't 100% certain of, you've confirmed because I hadn't gotten your confirmation on your bot degrees, but now I have it. But at any rate, anyway, you're just trying to distract me, Pam. Be quiet. We're talking about India, not you.
You're too good.
We're talking about India. You're not involved, Pam.
Because you're
talking about India. We'll go to J6
Tell
next.
us how long you were there. Corey, you don't know the whole story about Noel.
Pam, I know I'm not supposed
I've
to
seen
ask
footage of Noel on, around the Capitol on January 6th. She did nothing that would lend me to believe that she was going to be arrested whatsoever.
No, I was taking pictures anyway, but I was in India.
Yeah, you were encouraging people to go in the Capitol.
What?
Whoa. This woman is the queen of projection. She just said Noel was encouraging people to go on the Capitol when that's exactly what the hell you did, Pam. That's what you did. You trying to put it off on this woman who she ain't got no case, bruh. You got the case. Oh my God.
I had to leave India because of COVID, because they were shutting the airports down, and the State Department said either get home or stay indefinitely. So I got home March 23rd. And so I sat there for a whole year trying to figure out what my graduate thesis was going to be, because the pandemic shut down any in-person opportunities for research, right? So I decided, I was an hour out of DC. I decided to go. I had not been to any mega events at that point, but I had been to almost all the other big, like the women's marches and all that stuff, and done photography because I like to, it's a hobby, photography is. But I thought I'd go down and I would photograph the Stop the Steal rally and see if I could come up with some sort of idea for an academic project. But I didn't get there till late because I was dragging my feet. It was freezing that day, and I thought about just sitting around the house. And when I got down there, it was just about 2:00, and I entered from the lower Senate Park, which would be the east side of the Capitol. And when you walk up from that direction, the first thing you hit is a police kiosk that was put up after 9/11 to keep people from being able to drive directly up to the Capitol. And there was a female officer standing there alone, and she said, "Be careful, they just breached the Capitol." And I said, "Oh, okay." I didn't know what she meant because there was no helicopters. I heard no sirens. I thought maybe someone jumped a bike rack and got tackled, right? And so as I round the corner, and now I can see the building, and I see people all over the east front of it. I know something's wrong because you're not even allowed to, even on any day of the week, you're not allowed to stand even on the bottom step. You can't stand anywhere on the building, even for photographs, like as a tourist.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't sure what I was seeing at all at first. It felt a little bit like 9/11, right? When I saw the towers falling on TV, and I thought, what are the odds that 2 airplanes hit on the same day? That's weird. And then, but within 30 seconds, my brain is processing, wait, this was deliberate, right? But it took me a few minutes because it was odd. And that's kind of how I felt about January 6th, because I couldn't quite imagine. And I was on the East Front, as Pam calls it, the quote, non-violent side. But I was on the grass, which is I had a forward zoom lens. And in fact, in many of my pictures, you can see bike racks that still are intact in front of me. I never went near the building. Also, I was wearing a mask. I was still afraid of COVID. And
outside?
Yes.
You were wearing
are you kidding me?
though?
It was packed full of a bunch of anti-vaxxers. Yes, I was wearing a mask. that was before vaccines. So I was there, and someone came out of the building at some point where I was still trying to get my bearings and yelled, "They shot a girl in there." And I didn't know what that meant either, but I knew it scared me.
Heard the rabbit.
And I saw a large group of law enforcement in the parking lot off to I guess it would be the east or north side of I don't know, where the opposite side of the police kiosk. So I went and stood over by these FBI agents that were the SWAT team there. I thought were there for, I guess, protection.
Southeast
So I kind of huddled in there, and they were there actually to escort the EMTs into the building to retrieve Ashley Babbitt's body. Because as soon as the ambulance left with her body, so did the FBI SWAT team. So that's when I decided I didn't want to be there anymore. And on that side, we walk around to the other side, and it's even worse. But at that point, I was across.
That's the west side.
Yeah, I was across the street, like by that fountain pond thing. So I wasn't even on Capitol grounds at that point. My pictures sucked from that side because I couldn't really get anything. But I still didn't understand what was happening inside, though. It wasn't until I got home, because when you're in DC at large protests, your cell phone cannot receive anything. There's so much data being used.
Like being a football game.
Mine was working fine.
So I wasn't even receiving.
You must have Verizon, Pam.
Yeah, I had Verizon. So at some point, like a text rolled in at 4:00 from my son saying, "Mom, get out of there. There's bombs." And I'm like, "No, there's not. There's no bomb." I didn't know.
Yo, at this point, y'all, I can officially state that Pam is okay with it. This for entertainment purposes only. All right. It's a satire. Okay. There, just make that clear for YouTube. All right. Pam's out of her damn mind. We all agree. If you agree that Pam is out of her damn mind, put "out of her damn mind" in the comment section. This is great. This is great. I did not know all of this, man. Pam, oh my God, I'm about to have fun with this.
About the reports about the bombs.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until I got home and I turned on the TV that I actually understood what happened. And it took me a long time to process what I saw because it was pretty disturbing. And you know, the scene of Officer Hodges' head being stuck in that door still haunts me to this day.
Well, did you see it or did you see it on TV later?
I didn't,
Okay.
Again, I was nowhere near that building, which is why, Pam, I didn't get arrested. I also, because it was requested, anyone who did have pictures, I did send my pictures in, but I was contacted by the Baltimore field office. My pictures, again, were just of people on the stairs. I have nothing. I have pictures of people who are sitting on the east steps. And that was it. There's no, my picture, you'll never see my stuff printed anywhere really because there's no violence in there. It's just people sitting on the steps. I wasn't on the other side, nor was I close to anything. So I went home and thought about it. And eventually when I was looking at my pictures, I saw so many women in my photographs that looked just like me, right? White, middle-aged women. Many of them looked middle class. And I thought, what happened? They're getting arrested. They're going to jail. They have families. They have kids. And because I was interested in gendered pathways of radicalization and participation, I did a spreadsheet on the first 100 women arrested. And I wrote every category I could try to think of that would be a data point, affiliation, education, where they're from.
You were kind of like the first sort of sedition hunter in a way.
No, because I wasn't identifying people. I was only looking at people who were already arrested. So I was only looking at like the statement of facts that the FBI affidavit that accompanies every one of those arrests. I was reading those. So I didn't try to identify people. I didn't do any of that stuff. I didn't start doing it until March, once the first however many had been arrested. I did that first 100 women. And the only pattern I saw was age, which I thought was really interesting because they were all my age. They were all middle-aged women. We were mostly Gen Xers, young boomers. So that was how I started this process. And I, over time, made contact. And I hadn't made contact with Pam. I didn't talk to Pam. I was interested in Gen Xers, middle-aged women like me. You're not. You're much older than me, Pam.
When did you bump in? When did you bump into Pam's story
well, because
or video?
She was on my list of people I was researching. So I had gone into. I knew about her book at Standing Rock. I knew about people's rights because one of the other women that I did study and get to know is also in Idaho. So Pam came up in a lot of the same stuff she was in. And so that's how I got this project started. At the end of the day, I was like drinking from a fire hose, trying to do all this research and looking at court records and past histories and all the news.
That's a lot of water fast drinking from
it was a fire hose. So I did that for the first year from a distance. And then the second year, I got to know a couple of the women that I had studied that I thought I could learn something from. Pam, that was never you. I didn't talk to you until last year. I was already writing my book. I have a book contract with a trade publisher. And I can't write lies. I can't get through legal. No one's going to take a risk on an unknown author if they think they're going to get sued. Likewise for our film. Our film got through, and also, Pam, you're not even mentioned in that either. You're not that interesting to me. Please get that through your head. You have to go through legal. I didn't self-publish my book.
If I wasn't that interested, you wouldn't be doing.
So did you write about Pam?
I wrote about Pam on Twitter.
You love me and you know it, and you can't.
No,
I
actually
stand the fact that everything you've said could be debunked. Did you tell him?
Then do it, Pam. Do it.
Wait. I'm asking you a question. Do you got the goods on the clinical supervisor that put us through those courses and got arrested for lying to us? Do you have that too?
Send it to me and I'll look into it.
What did they lie about, Pam?
Pam, the bottom line is
you have to go and do continued education.
That's not continued education, buying degrees from Universal Life Church, Pam.
No, that was the clinical supervisor. You're not listening.
Oh, I'm listening, but you're lying. So I'm not listening. You're right.
Well, I don't care what you say.
Oh, well, I don't
I
care what
just
you
know
say.
the facts.
Come
I
on,
know
grow
what
up. Lady.
I
You're
went
70
And Pam's got like 80 days left. I'm pretty sure she got the fuck.
Anyway, my
She's like,
problem with Pam is
There are
dishonesty.
2 other workshops I went through that were not credited either. But I
And
don't
let me explain
know
why
that.
I'm mad about this. Because Pam's too chicken to do it on Maine. So she goes in people's DMs and lies about me and says I wanted to write about her. And she said no, so I smear her. I've seen them. People
That's
send them
true.
to me, Pam.
You
There's not
got
a lot
mad.
of people very loyal
You
to
got
me.
mad because you couldn't write my story. So
I never
smeared
wanted
me
to
after.
write your story. You're
I didn't know
boring.
you well
Too old
enough.
for my demographic.
I didn't know you. You said you lived in Boise, Idaho.
No, I said
And
my
then
dad
you
lived in
met me
Boise,
at
Idaho.
Adam Bundy event.
Pam,
There goes your chemo brain
if
again.
Noelle wanted to write about you, I'm pretty sure I would have been one of the first people she would have
Oh,
reached out
Corey,
to.
you're not credible anymore.
Is this like I'm literally like
Wait, did you just say I'm not
like,
credible?
Mad that I
like,
won't give you
I
my
need-
videos when they're public record.
But
I
now,
told you, my attorney.
but now
My
suddenly I'm
attorney
not
said
credible.
no. I listened to my
Hey.
attorney. He said anybody can get those videos. Anybody. But
Mhm.
you want me to do your work? Go get my videos, Noel.
Host.
They're
all right,
public
so what
record.
I'm
What's your
wondering,
name?
like, this is all
Wait, what is the
brand
host's
new
name?
to
What is
me
your
here.
first name?
Andrew.
Oh, that's my
actually.
Andrew, it's been their job since I spoke out.
What I'm
So
wondering
Andrew, I
is
was going
like,
to DM you
what-
my stuff that
Trying to
I can't.
Shut up. They're trying.
You want me to
Yeah.
put it in the next?
America, it's their job to come in.
no, I just met Pam tonight.
Oh,
Like,
America,
I
can
know
you
all
hear
this
me?
at all, for real.
I have no idea
Okay.
what's going on.
I understand.
I just
Ambush.
like,
I'm sorry.
Can America hear
all right,
me?
so Pam was an ex-Trumper
Yes.
that went anti-Trump.
Correct. I'm going to send you a bunch of links to my threads. It all spells it out. Anything that I got wrong, I will always correct. Pam will let me know what it is, but I've been asking for over a year and she still has yet to give me one single instance I got wrong.
Pam, just give it
Yeah,
to her.
man.
I mean, tell her.
Come on,
What,
Pam.
Can you
like,
hear
what are
me?
the questions?
Can you hear me?
Put on
What are the
voice.
questions you need to know from Pam?
Andrew, I'm not sure if you can hear Pam. Unfortunately,
Look
we
it.
can't.
Yeah, we can.
I can't.
Thanks
I
for
can
that.
hear.
So
She's paid to do this.
you might need to
I'm not
drop
paid
her.
anything. Want to see my taxes?
Yes, you are.
Pam,
Okay.
Pam,
I wish I
America,
was.
can you hear me?
Pam, this is why people don't buy that you've reformed. Because-
Exactly.
I
That's
don't
exactly
care.
what I'm
Yes,
saying.
they do. There's
No,
only a
but you do,
Oh,
Pam.
no.
You do, because you turn this into
No,
like a
there's a
crusade against the
handful of
people that
you
question you.
that love Trump and trying to stop me from talking
You
about
think I
Trump.
love Trump?
Yes,
No,
you
she
do.
knows. Corey, don't.
And so
Corey,
does
don't even
Noah.
Wait,
justify that.
wait, hang on.
Corey,
Because
no,
What
why
I'm getting
stop
is,
somebody that's trying to
does,
push
like,
back on
Pam,
Trump.
now that she went,
Pam's
now that she
arguing.
went anti-Trump,
Right.
Now that she went
Then the
anti-Trump,
smear
do
started.
people on the anti-Trump side not believe her?
I don't really know. Oh, the anti-Trump side? No, it's because
There's a lot of people
No,
that do.
there's
the
very
anti-Trump
few.
side,
Just a few bad apples. That's all.
the
I've got
anti-Trump,
millions that love me. Millions.
the
And
anti-Trump.
it
like
bothers me
Trump.
too bad.
She makes herself a victim.
Andrew, I'll answer when she's quiet. Can you mute her? Because she's kind of like a yappy
Okay.
dog that doesn't know stop.
I don't know if it'll work because I think it'll be a temp.
I mean, I hate
Nobody's
muted
telling me
people.
if
I
you
like
can hear
to
me or
just.
not.
We all hear
I'm
you,
asking.
Sally.
Hi, Pam.
Pam. No one can help but hear you.
Look at America. There's only a handful of these idiots that are
Andrew, can you
starting
please
to
drop her
smear
so
Mute
Noel
her.
can finish? Please.
because I'm telling the facts and they don't
Can
like
you
it.
hear her?
Pam,
I
Goodbye.
can
Pam,
hear
you were
Pam,
singing
yeah.
my praises for
I know.
so long.
Well, Corey helped
And all
Pam.
of a sudden, Corey's back.
She said
Corey was one of the first people to help Pam.
Corey's
Well,
mad because I can't give him my
I
videos.
think the part that I don't
Noelle's mad 'cause I
understand
won't let her
is,
write my story.
Oh, Jesus
So
Christ.
well,
Get over
if
it, you
Pam
guys.
I wrote
is
your story. It's all over
anti-Trump,
Twitter, lady. And I wrote it in 23. There's nothing to learn from you. You're
Thank you.
an opportunist,
Thank you. I appreciate
self-serving
all-
opportunist.
I appreciate the advertisement. Thank you,
You were
very
too
much.
one-dimensional
Even if
for my
it's
book.
negative, even
My
if
book
it's
is-
negative,
hey,
it's
we
been
got
helping
my
me a
girl
lot.
Susan
You
Funk in
don't
the
know how
house.
you helped
Welcome,
push me get
Susan.
up there. Thank you, Noel. Thank you.
You're
Laura.
welcome, Pam.
Thank you,
Whatever
Laura.
makes you sleep.
I love you, and no matter what, I'm not going to go.
Hey,
I'm not
Pam.
gonna look at
Hey,
you
Oh, thank you,
lying.
Pam.
Hey, Pam.
I think you should be proud
Pam,
of yourself
listen.
for being the
You know what?
Pam.
You've given the women
Smear
in Jan 6 a
campaign.
bad name. Those who have actually
No, you
changed,
have the bad
you
name.
are giving them a bad name.
The people that are important know about you. The important people, not
Who's
these
the
little.
important people, Pam? Jim Stewartson?
Yes,
Steve
Jim
Hassan?
Stewartson. Yes.
Oh, boy.
Jim Stewartson
And I
is
walked,
not a
I
credible
walked into an
source.
absolute brawl. I
They're
had
all
no
onto
idea.
you. They're all onto you, dear.
Thank you.
You're
That
done.
means I'm doing
You're
my
done.
job. If a conspiracy group does not like me, then I've done my job.
Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you.
I
you
know.
lie.
I'm sorry, Pam.
You're trying to get
We
somebody
all
to
love
stop
her. You're
talking
full
about
of it.
Trump.
Noel
That's
doesn't.
Nobody
insane.
likes
Noel doesn't
Pam.
lie.
Nobody
Pam.
in this space likes Pam.
No.
Listen, all I need
Even
is a
Susan
Pam
Monk,
retweet.
especially Susan Monk.
Can I get a Pam
I'm
retweet,
trying.
please?
Nobody. Only people that support Trump would go after me.
That's so
Period.
not
That's
true,
actually
Pam.
And
not
they
true.
know it. They know it.
I'm
They know you're a
completely
paid
wrong.
Russian propagandist.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go.
Andrew, this woman
Oh,
has mental
man.
health
Please mute
issues.
this woman for a minute so I can finish. I'll tell you right now.
This is all right. Listen,
I've been writing a book
I
for
don't.
3 years. Anyone who's ever published.
I hate
And
muting
get money.
people. I love for people to be cordial, right? Like Pam. What I'm getting is Pam turned on Trump
Yes.
and she went to the left.
But first,
But now
wait, you gotta
the-
back
like-
up a minute. MAGA turned on her or started questioning her, and she did exactly what she's doing right now. She got defensive.
She got
started
ejected.
name calling. She started lying. So she got shunned.
Yeah.
And then she turned to Corey, who was kind to her, tried to help her, and a lot of other people in this space that were there too. Sandy is one. Okay. There's many of them.
Okay.
And, you guys can
Did
call
she do
yourselves.
something bad after that? Like that was wrong?
But then what happened was when she had an opportunity, when she was confronted by some members of the Black community and the trans community, to
I'm
make a
done with this, listening to this propaganda. I went
There
through
we
it
go.
a year and a half, America.
You can listen.
Okay.
You can listen then.
They're just putting, you don't have the whole story. They're not giving you.
Pam, did you drop the N bomb?
She did not drop the N-bomb.
I read
All right.
Dunn's
All right.
book.
Well, then she's kind of clear a little bit from the Black community.
Oh, no,
for
no,
that.
no. As I
She didn't
said,
drop
she
the
told
N bomb.
I respectfully disagree.
told a space that a Black man made a death threat against her. Now,
No, that's a lie. We
a
debunked
man named Emmett Till,
That's a lie.
a boy named Emmett Till was killed for doing that. So that's a very sensitive
No,
issue.
that's a
for the
lie,
Black
and we
community.
debunked it. We debunked it.
No, it's on
Video.
recording. Pam,
We
it's
have the
recorded.
You didn't
report.
debunk
No,
that.
it's
You did not
recorded.
debunk.
I never threatened him, ever.
What?
I
No,
said it
you
was
said
a
he
woman.
threatened you.
Yeah, that was,
No, I didn't.
that wasn't
No,
a
I
claim,
didn't.
Pam.
That was a woman that threatened me. Never no man. It was a
I
woman.
posted some stuff in the chat, or I'm posting some stuff in
Oh,
the
I
chat.
don't care what you post. You know you're lying.
Yes, I know.
You
I
guys-
went back. I
How many
I
pictures did-
teleported back.
Corey put a
27 years
picture of me
ask
up
the
next
newspaper
to
for it,
Epps,
man.
and my lawyer wouldn't debunk that.
Wait,
How many
no,
times
wait
did
a
that
minute.
go
Wait a
down?
minute.
So this
Yes.
credential that says counseling and psychotherapy credentialed addiction
No.
counselor license.
Hold up.
DUI.
Let me go back
Like-
to that real quick. Pam just lied about something. You said your lawyer debunked that?
Yeah, that picture was you know how you alter a picture? He looked through every video to try to find me by Epson and never could find it. He asked
What are
me
we
to
talking
do
about Ray Epps for? No one's talking about Ray Epps.
because
Which is false. We have the video. We have the video of her by Epps. Just saying.
what you guys are doing to me, you're smearing me and lying
Okay,
about
so
me.
No, you
Pam-
know what? You know
Pam-
what's
So
happening?
we're
You're
on
doing it to
you.
yourself.
We're
'cause you're
on you.
dishonest.
Every
single
time
thing you're
I
doing.
look at Pam talk with her
I'm
little dog,
losing it. I
it's
gotta
like,
go.
I'm just gonna go
It-
post that video, Pam.
It's
So
like
that your lawyer.
Yeah.
she's got a little dog.
Eat crow.
Where's the dog? Come on, Pam, post the dog. Because I feel like,
Oh man,
How-
did she leave?
well, how old is Pam?
Damn it. She's 71.
Old enough to
She's
know better.
71?
Maybe 72. I don't even know.
Okay.
I lost track.
Is she maybe just going
No,
from
no,
political
no.
views for survival instinct? Like,
I'm going to send you the tweet I did that lays it all out for you. You can look at it. Let me just say this.
okay,
I'm pretty confident in what I laid out, or I wouldn't have put it on Twitter because the only thing I have is my own credibility,
Yeah,
right?
Noel-
That's how I got
Noel's
approached by an
very
activist to
thorough.
write a book. Okay. I am incredibly thorough. I know everything you want to know about Pam. Pam,
no,
say-
I can tell. You know,
I'm a Pam expert. Pam says her mother is from, I think she's Native American or from Spain. Her mother's mother was born in Mexico, but Pam doesn't like to talk about that. She likes to, because she thinks because it was a slur for her back in the day, right? So
Yeah.
she still is resistant from saying that she has Mexican heritage. Why, I don't know exactly.
she won't claim her Mexican
Correct.
heritage.
She's a self-hating. Oh no, she's a self-hater. Oh man, the pot just keeps on getting thicker.
That's right. I have seen official I built a family tree for Pam. Okay, I know everything there is to know about Pam that can be found without.
What made you want to look into Pam to begin with?
July 2023, when she started lying about everybody who questioned things, when she could have just calmly answered questions for people. Instead, she did exactly what we just witnessed here. And so then I started thinking, just like people who do their own research and conspiracy, what else is she hiding?
Yeah.
So I went down that rabbit hole.
You believe she's disingenuous with
I believe
her.
I believe Pam wants to be, like when you call her an influencer, I just cringe because that's exactly what she wants.
Well, do you think she might be doing it at an old age just for survival in a way?
Not survival. She has her sister-in-law runs a multi-million-dollar corporation in Los Angeles.
The Mustangs would say otherwise.
But more than that, when she moved to South Carolina, she moved into one of her brother's properties. He owns multiple.
So she's not like in a trailer or nothing.
Well, I don't know where she is now. She might be back in her assisted housing in Boise, but her brother moved her to South Carolina to one of his many properties. His wife runs a multi-million-dollar corporation.
Got to pause real quick. Ma. Thank you.
Here in Los Angeles, California. Yeah. That is a fact. And Pam is not an honest person. Pam will burn through whoever tries to help her the minute they question her.
So
that's
she's
my
like
objection to Pam.
She's like sneaky good, where she'll give you the
is a better word, actually.
She'll give you the 70-year-old lady scam and rob you blind.
100%. She relies on that.
Oh man, that's almost like that movie with Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman when they rob the bank, like right before they die. Right? Like, is that kind of what it does? Pam play to the side?
Yeah, I mean, Pam will play whatever she needs to play.
She sounds like a sweet old lady to me.
Right.
She sounds like one, but as we've learned tonight, guys, she's not. So the last part, I'm gonna give y'all a sneak peek. This is still a rough edit. All right, it's a rough edit. So stop sharing. Let me close this real quick. Why can't I close it? Escape. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick sneak peek of what I'm working on over here. It's got some clips that I didn't show on here because I got them cut up, but I'm gonna let y'all see them right now. It's pretty good. I like it. I mean, y'all could let me know what you think. What the hell? Hold on, guys. My bad. There we go. Okay. Share entire screen. Y'all gonna like this. Put this down here. All right. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. I don't think Pam's gonna like this, but I love it. I think it's brilliant. Right about there. Yeah, no. One sec. A little bit back right there. Turn it down just a bit so it doesn't go crazy over the. Okay. Here we go. This is a sneak peek. This is what I'm working on for Pam, guys. This is one of the 3 videos that I'm working on. And I mean, I like it. I think it's pretty dope. Up there we go. Share. All right, guys. Here we go.
I mean, who's telling the truth here?
On December 28th, you posted something on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a fun Trump rally that is planned for January 6th. It's a war. The fight for America is real. Show up. I don't want to hear your excuses. We have no second chances. If millions, and I mean millions, show up, we may have a chance. Find a way.
Because war sounds like guns and knives. It sounds terrible.
That's kind of what happened, though.
Let's go. Just push. All you gotta do is push. And boys, you just push. No, I'm serious. Just push. What? Just push. Just push. That's all you do. That's what I did. I did it in Boise. We got 200 of us. We pushed the tops. We got it. Nobody push it. I'll push. Let's push. What's wrong with you guys?
We're walking around. We're walking around. Let's go.
Come. Let's go push. Push. It's our America. Let's go. Come on. Back off. Back off. Are you protecting them?
Oh yeah.
You guys don't push.
Yeah.
We push in Boise, Idaho. No, I'm serious. We got it. Hell yeah, we did. There's 300 of us. Go! Go! Just push! Push it! Well, we're trying. Cops keep blocking them. Push!
Break these lines. Let us through. Let us have at them. Let you go.
Push through! Move! Move out of the way! It's time to push! Get out of the way!
Guys, just hang out here and protest. It's fine.
No, we want to go confront them.
We can't let you through here, okay?
Hey, are they going to the Capitol after this?
I believe so.
Yeah, in the morning it was nothing, just everybody walking around. There was a big, huge crowd. I couldn't get through because of my stitches. It'd be too dangerous for me.
They're saying this is our building. Hold on, Tammy, it might get crazy.
And so I just walked around and people started saying that Trump was going to be at the Capitol. And I thought, oh, okay, I'll get a chance to meet him up there and I'll be there first so I could record him, you know.
They're pushing me.
And then I got up front and there's a barrier and there's police officers. And then they're talking and then within a minute, he starts pushing on the gate and pushing the officers, everybody. And I fell, and the police officers,
I gotta get out.
they pulled me out of the crowd, put me behind them. So they saved my life that day. And I just ran to another officer.
I had to get out of that crowd.
Why not just leave?
I wanted a video.
From your evidence against you, there was a statement of fact that said, Pam also stated, I think everybody would be happy if we got inside the Capitol and told them how they really felt, because they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. In the same video, Hemphill can be heard telling one man in the crowd, let's do this. Let's go to the Capitol. We did it in Boise.
I said, we did this in Boise. And I should have said, and they went too far.
Let's do this. Let's go to the Capitol. We did it in Boise.
Let's go to the Capitol. Yeah, with permission. Yes.
Do you think all those people had the permission that they had going through barriers and pushing past police officers? Is that permission?
No.
But then you went inside.
No, what happened, there was a police officer at the door. People were coming in and out, and I got this on video. And I wanted to get close enough to ask him, is this legal? Are people coming in and out with permission? But there's people in front of me, and they shoved me. I got caught up in the crowd. I saw two officers at the door. I thought I could get permission to go in. I got shoved in. I have a video that shows me saying I didn't want to go this far. And I said I got shoved in and I sat down. That's when I asked an officer to help me get out because they had already trampled on me on the steps. They cut my knee, broke my glasses, stepped on my head, pulled out my shoulder. So I asked him to take me out. And he did. And that's what I got in trouble for. And I broke the law. I was on the other side. I know I have this is explanations. I didn't do it on purpose. It wasn't intent, but they were wrong. We were wrong. That was trespassing.
What have you realized since January 6th?
You notice how she said there wasn't intent. Literally, you made a Facebook post that said, it's not going to be fun. I need millions of Americans to show up to the Capitol for January 6th for war. Okay, you said that. And then I shared the video of how many different times you were telling them the night before to push past the police, like you did in Boise, Idaho. So you always had intent to push past the police and go inside the Capitol. Let me make that very clear, how I just caught you in a lie in your own stuff when you on national. Well, I think it's not national news. That's a local news station, probably out of Idaho. And you said you didn't have the intent. You literally told them push past, like we did in Boise. We got in the Capitol, about 200 of us. Then it became 300. Pam, you're insane. Just want to point
That they're going the wrong direction.
Who's they?
The right Republicans. They're going the wrong direction.
You're not going to jail. You're going to federal prison for 60 days. That's a big deal.
It's going to be hard.
Because you wanted to shoot video.
Because I wanted to shoot video.
But at the same time, you kind of swallowed the big lie.
I did. I went along with everything I'm hearing. Yeah, I paid a big price for this.
Is there something somebody can learn from your story?
There is something you all can learn from her story. You can become a deranged Democrat too, if you just, forget every single thing that you thought you knew before. Just throw it away and then pick up a belief that you totally didn't believe at all, to the point where you were willing to incite people to push past police and storm a Capitol. You just pick up everything that you thought opposite of that. That's it.